Sympathizers are calling for a ceasefire to de-escalate the conflict in the Mideast, but any rational person knows that an unprovoked attack deserves a response. Here's Israel's Minister of Foreign Affairs responding to all of it.
How you can agree to a ceasefire with someone who swore to kill and destroy your own existence? How? The proportional response to October 7 massacre is a total destruction to the last one of the Hamas.
Join me now, Israeli Special Operations veteran and counterterrorism analyst Aaron Cohen. Also here, U.S. Navy SEAL and the man who shot and killed, double-tapped Osama bin Laden, Rob O'Neill. Aaron, I'll start with you. This whole nonsense, the UN saying Hamas didn't happen in a vacuum and Israelis shot back. Here's the question, Aaron. What's the holdup for the ground invasion that would eradicate Hamas?
First off, Eric, I want to give a shout out to our Devgru brother, Mr. O'Neill, and some of that fine AR work back in the day. We cherish the relationship and partnerships that we have with American Special Ops units. Good to see you, Rob. Eric, here's what I think is happening right now. There's a lot of misinformation getting tossed around, a lot of speculation. Israel's no junior varsity, as I've said multiple times, when it comes to hostage rescue. We didn't invent it, but we certainly helped perfect the craft. My contention right now is that Israel is doing whatever it can in order to delay, and the reason why is the hostages are our first priority. We can always go into Gaza. We get a lot of experience with urban warfare, just like Mr. O'Neill does. We understand those 90-degree angles. We understand how to clear those rooms. We're really good at collecting intelligence, but we haven't been in there since 2005, so there's a lot of catching up to do. And I think right now we want to buy as much time as possible, regardless of what people have said as far as Joe Biden putting pressure on us. I don't think any of that's actual. I think that's all nonsense. We need time to be able to get intel on those tunnels. Hamas has had years to develop over 300 miles of tunnels, these terror tunnels where they store equipment, they have food, they have gasoline, they've got everything they need to hunker down. And we want to get our hostages back. We've got over 200 who've been dragged in there, and we're going to do everything it takes to be creative and to be able to use Seiret Matkal, our General Staff Reconnaissance Unit, and our Yamam, another Tier 1 asset, the Yechida Miuchedet Mishtartit, along with our Mossad and Shin Bet. And we know how to listen to phone calls. We invented Pegasus, and so we're doing everything we can right now to get intelligence to slow this down. And Rob will tell you, hostage rescue, we want information. We want to know where, we want to know how many, we want to know where they're standing so that we come in. We ain't coming in that front door. We're going to come in wherever they're not looking. That's where we're going to be standing. And the tunnels are complicated, so we're doing what we can to work with our U.S. counterparts to be able to get everybody out there, including those Americans. And I'm sure Rob can speak to that as well.
Let me bring Rob in. And Rob, the concern amongst people who like me who probably don't know any better, but the concern would be that the more time we give Hamas to booby trap and to create traps and death traps for, would-be Israeli IDF and forces to come in, that's dangerous and deadly, is it not?
It is. Thanks for having me, Eric, and great to see you, Mr. Cohen. Yeah, it's going to be deadly too, but like Aaron was saying, we're going to be able to hit them whenever the time comes. That time is up to us. And what I like, especially with having our Tier 1 units there, potentially, along with Israeli Tier 1 units, is we don't need to, as Americans, don't need to take the lead. Israel's got this. They're very, very good at this. We all know that they've been booby-trapping these tunnels, 300 miles of tunnels, 100 feet underground. And the intel needs to be right. We need to know where the hostages are. And it's the first thing with the hostage rescue is not hurting the hostage. That's very, very important. But if and when it comes, hostage rescue comes very fast. And fortunate for the good guys here is we have the training, we have the combat experience, we know where the angles are. We know that when the guy in front of you goes left, we go right. And we do it very, very quickly without much noise. It's up to the good guys to do it when they want. And regardless of what the media says, when the time comes, it comes. And, being led by my brothers in Israel, they're going to come in fast and crush.
Yep, I guess it's very safe and easy to be saying, let's hurry up, let's go. We want to see this thing eradicated, this thing being the horrible terrorist animal that Hamas is. Aaron Cohen, Rob O'Neill, thank you both so much.
Thank you. Good to see you both.
All right.